Imposter syndrome. No, it's not always wanting to be imposter in Among Us. So stop sussing yourself out. But imposter syndrome is real, it exists, and let's discuss what it is. I am Papa Pause. I stream 4 times a week on twitch.tv/Papa Pause, which will show right here. We stream at 1 p.m. Eastern, and we always talk about the tough mental health issues. So let's just dive straight into this topic and discuss what imposter syndrome does and how does it affect you as a person, not just as a content creator, but in your everyday life. So what is imposter syndrome? The medical term for it refers to an internal experience of believing that you are not as competent as others perceive you to be. It's the experience of feeling phony, that you might be found out to be a fraud. Now, what does that actually mean? It's that we feel that we are phony ourselves, that other people perceive us to be not cut out what we are to be. But this is all in our head. This affects all people of different backgrounds, of working skills, of degree expertise. Wherever you come from, this may affect you. And know that you are not alone in feeling this way, but you could pull yourself out. What are the characteristics of imposter syndrome? Let me go through a small list for you so you have a better understanding of what to look out for. 1 is self-doubt. It is knowing that you will constantly doubt your abilities and skills and don't think they're good enough when realistically they are just fine the way they are. Another one is attributing success to external factors. So always saying that success comes from somewhere else. It is never you, it is always something else. If it's based out of luck or someone else helped you or someone built you up to that, or you may have gotten lucky or whatever it may be, you're always passing the buck, passing your success off to someone else. Another one is berating your performance. So looking at your performance, and it may not have been the best performance you've ever given, but you are absolutely destroying it. You are absolutely bringing yourself down. You are tearing every bit and piece of that performance down. Another one is sabotaging your own success. And what that means is not willing to accept that promotion, not willing to just say thank you and to move on to the next project because you're so afraid of succeeding yourself that you tear yourself down and want to not get to that next level. One that I struggle with all the time is fear that I won't live up to my expectations. I always set up high, lofty goals, which is not the best thing to do for you. What is better is to set those small goals. So this way you have that sense of success. But what is important here is knowing that you can live up to your expectations. You can live up to who you are. Don't fear yourself. Don't let fear hold you back. But fear will hold you back if you continue to ponder it. So how do you know if you're suffering from imposter syndrome? Well, let me provide you a few self-reflection questions that you could think about, and that will hopefully help you identify it quicker so you could tackle the issue right off the bat. So 1 is, do you agonize over even the smallest mistakes or flaws in your work? Do you attribute your success to luck or outside factors? Are you very sensitive even to constructive criticism? Do you feel like you will be found out as a phony? Do you downplay your expertise, even in areas that you are more skilled than others? Think about these questions. Ask yourself these questions. Meditate on these questions and see what your answers turn out to be. What are the types of imposter syndrome? Well, the first one is perfectionism. So if you are a perfectionist, you most likely suffer from imposter syndrome. I am here to tell you that nobody's perfect. Nobody's always right. Nobody always has it together. Don't focus on every little detail. Those little details will continue to drag yourself down, and you will continue to have this inner self-doubt where you will not believe in yourself. Perfectionism does not exist, and it's impossible to attain. And how do I know that? Because I suffer from it every single day. The other one is the superhero. The superhero will always push themselves to their limit, to the furthest extent where they are outreaching themselves, where they cannot reach anymore. We can't be superheroes. It is impossible to be a superhero. You are a superhero uniquely by being you, and focus on being you. That is the most important thing that you can do. The other one is the expert. It's someone who's never satisfied with understanding. What does that mean? They're always willing to push their knowledge further and further and further, and they underrate their own level of expertise. So you may know everything about a specific game. You may know something about your specific employment. You may know everything about content creation, and you're continuously pushing yourself further beyond your limits. But here, you just need to be satisfied where you are today. It's about getting that 1% better every single day. 1% of improvement. I know that satisfaction, you seek it so desperately, but it doesn't exist because you're going to continue to starve for it. The other one's a natural born genius. I am not one of those people, but what I can tell you is natural born geniuses, they excel so easily at so many different things that these set such high lofty goals for themselves. When they do hit those lofty goals, it's unrealistic. They set unrealistic goals for themselves so they don't hit it, and then they bring themselves down by it. If you're a natural born genius, set something realistic, hit your goals, keep on pushing forward. Again, same thing with the superhero or the expert. Just focus on 1% better every single day. And the last one out of all of these is the soloist. I am a lone wolf myself, and we like to do things all by ourselves all the time. We don't need help from anybody. I'm here to tell you that that's not the truth. I'm here to tell you that we cannot do things alone. This world is tough enough doing things alone. We need to lean on people who love us. We need to lean on people who care for us. We need to lean on people who are willing to build us up. Don't do things alone. Even a wolf has a wolf pack. Always remember that. So what are some coping strategies in dealing with all of this? Simple. Talk about it. If you are struggling right now, find someone that you could discuss these issues with. Talk to someone about your self-doubt. Find someone that you have confidence in that will build you up. And if you don't have that person, I highly recommend seeing a professional. Professionals are there for a reason. Of course, not every professional is for you. Finding a professional is like dating. So find the right one and the right fit for you. But what I will tell you is discussing it will make you feel so much better. It will take a weight off of your shoulder. I know that I talk about my issues on a regular basis, and I hope that you do as well. The other one is to know the symptoms. So the symptoms that I mentioned above with self-doubt, the more knowledgeable that you are with symptoms, the more knowledgeable that you are about imposter syndrome, the faster that you could catch it and take preventative measures in order to stop it from happening. Another coping mechanism that you can use is knowing that perfectionism never exists. I know I've said it before, but it does not exist. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We are all flawed humans learning how to be better every single day. And if you could focus on being 1% better today, do it. And these last two are so very important. Just stop comparing and question your own thoughts. So what do I mean by both of those? Is questioning your thoughts is being, am I thinking negatively? Am I getting in my own head? Am I holding myself back from something or someone or anything due to how I'm feeling right now? And if you're able to question your thoughts, you're able to catch those thoughts and put in a more positive measure that will help build you up to be a better person. The other one, stop comparing. And this is where I always say, get 1% better every single day. It's always focusing on the little things. You don't have to focus on anything big or extreme or extravagant. But the one thing you can focus on is comparing yourself, not to others, but to yourself. Where was I a week ago? Where was I a month ago? Where was I a year ago? Where was I 5 years ago? And so on. Those are incredibly valuable skills to have. And the more you compare yourself to yourself, the more that you could see the improvements that you are making every single day. So where do we go from here? This is only one issue among many mental health issues. I want to know what you think. I want to know how we could build a better mental health community as we continue to move forward and learn from one another. It's simple. Hit the like button, comment below, tell me what issues you would like to discuss next. If you are suffering from imposter syndrome, feel free to hit me with a DM. I could lead you to a professional resource, or we could discuss it one-on-one to continue to grow and to learn from each other, because we all need each other in this time. So please, all my links are below. You can find me at twitch.tv/PapaPaws at any time between 1 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Come for a visit as we always talk about the tough issues. Until next time, you are loved, you are appreciated, you are supported, and you always belong in this community.